Minimum tax credit is if you have exercise incentive stock options and you've paid the alternative minimum tax to prevent you from paying double tax on the sale of your incentive stock options down the road, you get what's called a minimum tax credit carry forward, okay? Ooh. And what this is, suffice to say, if you pay alternative minimum tax on your options, you get a tax credit carry forward for the amount of AMT that you paid, and you can take that credit against regular income tax in the future. So if you do pay AMT, it's not all lost. You actually get a carry forward. Yeah. Right?
So you can earn almost 100% of that AMT that you paid this year back in future years. It's not going to be next year you're going to get 100%. There are some limitations that we'll go through with you when we meet in person, but that AMT is not lost, and that's very unique in the tax space.
Let's do a quick example. I'm gonna do a quick example. Let's say you paid $50,000 of AMT on an ISO exercise in the year 2021. Okay, so you're gonna have a $50,000 tax credit carry forward to the year 2022. Okay, in 2022, if your regular tax is $40,000 and your alternative minimum tax is $30,000.
Because you didn't exercise ISOs, right?
Back to normal at this point. So we got a $10,000 difference between our regular tax and our AMT. We can take a tax credit, that minimum tax credit, down to our AMT. So we can take $10,000 of a credit out of our $50,000 carry forward and reduces our bill. So it helps us out. And then we have a $40,000 credit carry forward to 2023. So it gets carried forward. And that's why it's really important for us to do multi-year tax planning and tax strategies and to keep track of those things. We have found minimum tax credit carry forwards that were not carried forward, and we find them and then we get them back on the tax return, and we survive them. We resurrect them, bring them back from the dead.
Yeah, and that's why we ask for all of your prior year tax returns, because we want to make sure that whoever prepared it, maybe it was you, maybe it was an accountant, actually made sure to list that minimum tax credit in the background of their return. You know, what happens all the time, which is no one's fault, is that you change tax preparers and you start a new relationship with someone, and maybe they didn't get the full copy of your 2016 return,
or they don't know what they're doing,
or they don't know about it, and the credit just gets missed. And that is, you know, free money that your, you know, treasure hunters, your tax excavator, adventurer, Indiana Jones types like ourselves can go back and help you find. So that's honestly one of my favorite parts about this. We love going back into tax returns and looking for that minimum tax credit.
I'm imagining you with a bag of sand trying to get that minimum tax credit and snatch it out.
That happens.
And then the IRS is the big ball that comes.
Oh, but yeah.
And
all right, now that's not
okay. That's the minimum tax credit.